Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. Time is 3:12 p.m. Jersey time. And let me say, it's cooled off here in New Jersey. We had rain yesterday. Today it's been cloudy. Still waiting on the sunshine that they keep telling us about. But it's okay. It's not freezing and I'm all right with it. Okay, so I have something here I want to talk about. Many of you people out there may follow police departments on your Facebook page. I certainly do. And when I find departments out of state that are doing shady things, it comes to my nature, I follow them and I let them know how I feel. So I have accumulated a lot of Facebook pages of police departments, our well-trained professional heroes, the type that are always out there risking your life, my life, and anybody that's around them's life as they protect and serve the government. Remember, they protect the government. That is the one thing they do. They protect the government and they also protect their pension. That is more important. They'll throw another gang member under the bus to maintain that pension. So anyway, I don't know if some of you noticed out there. I've been posting lately little stories on Facebook about officers who passed away 10 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever. But it's been the lately thing, where these departments will post a picture of an officer who died while on the job, which in itself is sad. Nobody should have to die on the job. Okay, I'm not advocating anybody dying. I'm just pointing something out and the reason for why they're pointing it out. So they've been putting these stories up. Some of them, they're like 100 years old. It's like, come on, man. And then they just put it up all the time. And I'm going to explain to you something about that. So this one happened on San Antonio Police Department. They put a thing up of an officer. Let me just read it real quick. Where are my glasses? Here they are. Still need them. Okay, so this is roll call of honor Officer Sergio Antillon, end of watch 10/29/2010. Officer Antillon has succumbed to injuries sustained 2 weeks earlier when he was struck by a drunk driver. Officer Antillon was 25 years old and had served 2 months on the department. See, if they had hired him at 30, he'd be okay, right? And they're talking about drunk drivers. Well, based on the news reports that I see of police officers getting arrested, drunk driving is probably number 3 or number 4. It's definitely in the top 5. And we have one of our own local heroes who got drunk and plowed somebody over. So drunk driving is a problem. So I posted, now I'll just give you the key word here. He died in 2010. October 29, 2010. So that's 23 years ago. I posted, law enforcement has murdered 13,000 plus citizens since this officer's death. There it is, right there. All right, so I got some replies. I was really expecting maybe one of those blue goo swallowers or bootlickers or back to blue hoorahs. So this is Mike Vital, who's been following me. It's one of our subscribers. He says, funny how police never want to remember the victims of wrongful death by police. Ever. All they're concerned with is clearing themselves of any wrongdoing and keeping their paychecks and pensions. You never see a memorial for someone killed by police, even when the police are found guilty. What does that tell you? Well, I'm going to explain to you what it tells you. So there is Mike Vital right there. That's what he posted. I responded, as a whole, they are narcissists. It's all about them and they must be above others. These posts are about soliciting a certain response and to manipulate the public. Also, their way of using guilt as a way to further elevate themselves. In the world of psychiatry, they, the narcissists, are looking for a narcissistic supply from their flying monkeys. They market and profit off of fear. So what I want to tell you is police as a whole, they're going to be different degrees of this. Maybe the new ones on the job, they haven't gotten infected yet. But for the most part, I'm going to call them, they are narcissists. Narcissism is all about the person. It's all about their feelings, how they feel. They always have to be more important than you. They have to be higher, better than you, an authority over you. It's all about their needs. It's not about your needs. So that's why when you see these videos where somebody's been auditing or questions a cop and he goes off the deep end, that's because he is a narcissist. How dare you question my authority? How dare you question my knowledge of the law and things of that nature? That's what triggers them. It triggers, people say it's their ego. Yeah, it is their ego, and the ego is infected with this narcissism. So that's one of the things that goes on. So the other thing that they do, and this is partly because social media has been exposing these blue line government gangsters for what they really are out there and how they're treating the public. We all know what's going on. If you're following video stuff, you know that many of these police departments, I'm going to say all of them, are corrupt from one extreme or the other. Some are very bad and some are very mild. Now, I know several retired police officers, and they tell me the crap that went on when they're on the job and the shit that continues to go on. There's corruption. That's one thing we're learning now these days. The government, from the federal to the state to the local, it's all corrupt. You got all these people working there, and they're doing things to benefit themselves, and they don't care about others. So the police have been a little bit of a quagmire here because social media has been exposing them for what they are. I've been gotten away from this auditing stuff. It's at this point it's useless. And I've been posting these stories on my Facebook page of cops getting arrested. I just Google police officer charged. What comes up is what I look at. And I post it. So I'm not trying to favor one thing or the other, but we're exposing for what they are. The news is exposing. Social media is exposing. They can't hide anymore. They can't. They get exposed. As soon as the public catches wind of it, the world knows. You can't hide it anymore. So that is a problem for the police. And one of the things that the police have done, they put these mind viruses in people's brains. And I was one of those at one time. And then I wised up. They want you to believe that they're there to protect and serve the public. They want you to think that they are protecting you. So they market things as fear, we're protecting. Lily White say live very fearful lives. So this is, that's why you always see the bootlickers or badge bunnies. Oh, thank you for keeping us safe. Yeah, keeping you safe after they showed up after the fact, took the report and went on Facebook and asked the public to help them do their six-figure-a-year job. So this is a problem for them. They've got this mind virus out there, and it's a problem for the people that got it. The mind virus is being combated by the truth, and the truth is on social media, on YouTube particularly, about these things that happen. You find news reports, people like me who rebroadcast the news report to a more targeted market, but that's becoming a problem for us. So it's putting narcissists must create this veil. You're here and we're here, and they must hide behind that because they have their own internal demons that they're dealing with. So with that being said, it's causing a problem for them that the truth is getting out about what they really are doing, which is they're not protecting and serving, which is why they're called law enforcement. They are out there enforcing laws, and they're also being the judge, the jury, and the jailer in many cases where they're killing people for no real good reason. And you see some of the shady stuff they do, and people are starting to wise up and realize, hey, wait a second. This isn't what I thought they were. So that's a problem. So now they have to combat that. And this is going on across America. So it's no doubt in my mind that whatever national police organization out there, the PBA, the FOP, whatever it is, they're sitting down and trying to figure out ways to manipulate the public's view of them. And one of the things that they do is they'll do the little, lemonade, having lemonade with kids, shopping with a cop, trunk or treat. You go down to police headquarters and then like a nice Mr. Police officer sitting there with his trunk open with lots of candy to give little kids. You see, they love to get their pictures taken with little kids because I think the blue goo gobblers, they just eat it all up, They love this shit. Oh, look at Mr. Smith. Isn't he a nice man? Yeah. Okay. And then next thing you know, Officer Smith has got a little problem on his hands. But anyway, this is what they're doing. So they're exploiting children for the purpose of manipulating the public to think, oh, look at these nice police officers. That's what they do. But when you ask them how many IA complaints they got and what officers got disciplined and suspended, they don't want to tell you. You have to go to the state database here in New Jersey to find out. So, they're secretive about the bad crap they do, and then they try to set up this little fake facade as to, they're these great, wonderful government workers that are out there, they're part of the community and all that crapola. So that's one of the things they do, I see they're doing, is they're manipulating the public by exploiting children. The other thing that they are doing is they are posting these obituaries obituary, I guess you call them, memorial of officers who have died. In the case of the story I'm talking about here, the officer died in 2010, 23 years ago. But in the meanwhile, they're killing on average 1,000. Some years it's more. One year it peaked out to like over 1,500. But they're killing citizens with impunity. And I go there and I combat it, say, well, it's very, the state police here in New Jersey likes to put a thing out that says, today, let's remember. I go, no, I'm too busy remembering the 20,000 people that died since that officer died, and these people were murdered and killed by law enforcement. And, the cops are not going to respond to that. But you'll get these gobblers will get on there, and they'll say, this is not the place for that, or, they'll attack me because I pointed something out that how, this officer died. Well, his life is no more important than it is to the person they just killed. There's people who love the person they just killed. He has family, just like the officer has. And you ask yourself, well, why should I feel too sorry? Because one side of me says, yeah, that sucks, man. He's got a family, probably married, got kids. That sucks. But on the other hand, hey, you signed up for it, okay? You knew what you were getting into, so how much sympathy am I supposed to give you? And then the other problem is, how much sympathy should I give you, the law enforcement community, when you are killing over 1,000 citizens each year and costing the taxpayers millions and millions of dollars in lawsuit settlements because of what you're doing? And that man there was absolutely right. Where's the memorial for all the people that died at the hands of law enforcement? Not all those people were guilty of anything. We've seen these videos. I don't have to tell you about them. They're on the internet. So, where's the memorial for that? Where's the memorial for the little girl that was walking, going to a party, I think it was, or coming home from school, going to a party? She was walking with her older sister, and some of these idiot cops were just shooting wild all over the place, and one of the bullets hit the girl and killed her. She was murdered. What about the other one I had you where the cop is sitting on the back of the guy and he's like, stop resisting, stop resisting. He puts a bolt in the back of the guy's head and kills him. The guy wasn't guilty of anything yet. And all that dope cop had to do was get up, get off of him, and step back. But he couldn't do that. No, he was too busy. So where's the memorial for all that? So they try to keep that a big secret. And these dopey blue goo gobblers, they enable it. They 100% enable it. They're a big part of the problem, people. It's not just the cops, it's the people that are enabling it. So anyway, this is what narcissists do. So narcissist is called narcissistic supply. Go Google this stuff, narcissistic supply, and put narcissists, flying monkeys, and you will get more information on it. But basically what narcissists want is they want supply. They want you to give them what it is they want, which is for them to feel important. So, and what they do is they get their flying monkeys. In this case here, flying monkey would be the blue goo gobblers, the boot polishers, the badge bunnies. You know, it's all the same. They need this. This is how they survive. So you've got these people, they put these stories up, these memorials about police officers, and then they're soliciting, they're looking for a certain response. And the natural response would be, oh, that's terrible. Oh, that poor officer. God bless our officers, protect them and everything. So that's supply. You're telling them how important they are. And they need to hear that because they have low self-esteem and they're going to beat you up to bolster theirs. So that is basically, in this case here, that's what they're doing. They're looking for sympathy. And sympathy, you know, when you don't feel well, everybody's, oh, you feel kind of important because people are feeling sorry for you. And narcissists like that. The other one, which is where they go out there with a lemonade stand, trick-or-treating with the cop, shopping with the cop, whatever. You know, that's where they try to make them look what great we are in the community. Look at all the wonderful things we're doing for you and your family. And that builds their ego and it feeds them. That's narcissistic supply. And their fly monkeys are there to provide that to them. So anyway, all right, I hope that is informational for you. I like to do a few more different videos of this nature. And as always, I love to hear your comments. As long as you keep it cool, we're all right. If you disagree with me, that's fine. But if you want to get on here and start calling me names, hurling names at me, I'm probably going to take your thing off. So I'm here to have an intelligent debate, not a name-calling thing, because I could sit there and call you names all day, too. I'm a master at it. And so anyway, follow me on Gunnison Undercover Facebook page. Every day I'm posting stories of police officers being arrested. And I have those two videos that I had recently posted. It was about the one with the child predators, and the other one was sort of a mixed bag with predators and rapists and whatever else it was on. You got to take those links. And when you see some stupid story about copper surrounded reading books to the little kindergarten, you take that link to that video of the headlines of Blue Line Predators, and you post it and say, here's what's going on. It's the #1 crime they're getting arrested for. So anyway, the news arrest stories all the time on Facebook, and when I get a chance and the story's important enough, I will upload a video. And I got some recent changes that are going to be happening very soon, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to start doing a live show. That's right, people, like a Friday night live type of thing. One of those nights, because it seemed to do pretty good last time, and we're going to be in a situation where we can start doing that. Hopefully, we'll find out more in about 2 weeks. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and if you got a story to tell me about, email it over to me. If you got problems with the law, I can't really help you. I'm not a lawyer. I can only give you my personal opinion, and what you do, it is up to you. But anyway, I'm John Van Dyke. Till next time, people.